CEO of Elite Automation, Elite Properties, and an investor in Tesla. We got some big news today. Tesla just expanded the Robo taxi network in Austin, Texas, and that's a pretty big deal, right? So, as you know, Robo taxi just launched a couple weeks ago, and from that couple weeks to today, it's already expanded to be essentially bigger than Waymo. I'm not sure a lot of people are talking about that yet, but Robotaxi is officially bigger in Austin, Texas than Waymo. One thing that I'd like to see next is either one or two things. One would be just expansion of number of vehicles, but there's already basically some information that the expansion of vehicles has occurred, that there are up to 50 vehicles now running around in Austin. So basically the next things we need to see is probably another geofence expansion in like the next couple weeks, and then maybe more vehicle expansions, and then the following thing we need to see after that is basically got a vehicle coming. Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I mean the next thing is basically, oh man, oh, we're moving the safety rider. Sorry, got like kind of hung up for a second. That vehicle messed me up. Okay, but yeah, so we need to like remove the safety rider, and then really past that, it's expansion into new cities. Which some of these things they could do simultaneously, and I think it'd be okay for them to do simultaneously, but I almost think it'd be even more impactful for them to increase the geofence area again in Austin, and then just kind of start making it and converting it over to being a more operational business, and making it so that it's profitable, and really showing the business case behind its ability. Now again, functionality is probably the number one thing that people are doubtful on. Everybody understands the business case, that it will be revenue generating and how impactful like the revenue generation will be. It's more like a technological threshold, meaning it needs to be 100% ready. It needs to be able to be deployed to or deployed without safety riders, and deployed without like limitations, basically, where essentially it's at a profitable scale. So once people see that it's technologically capable of being at a profitable scale, then that's when you'll start seeing a lot of investors invest into the company, and when you'll start seeing just really a huge impact in Tesla stock price and its ability to grow. So yeah, this is a really, really exciting milestone to see them expand so quickly. I think one thing that's going to be very impactful too is just the geofence expansion, because it'll then make it like significantly bigger than Waymo, and just show that like it can continue to grow. Because I mean, every couple of months they can continue to grow that area, and grow that area, and grow that area, where like at some point, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, that it can go 50 miles outside of Austin, Texas. And then maybe they keep doing something like that, and then they also go to launch in like Houston or something like that, and then somehow like bridge the gap between now you can go from Austin to Houston in a robo taxi, which like that is nothing, nowhere near like what Waymo can do. So things like that become undoubtable, that like this service is going to be like next level from like something like Waymo could do. Waymo is really the only one that's really out there that's like super comparable at all. You have like Zoox, which is Amazon's, but it's just not super comparable, because it's kind of just doing intra-city. It's not even, I don't even think it's ever intentional to go like highways. I mean, maybe like 5-10 years down the road they might try to do highways and stuff, but now it's like they really seem to be targeting like tourist destinations like Las Vegas, and so you're trying to go from like your hotel to the casino, or from casino to casino, and it's right there down the strip. So it's like kind of like more like a small bus route than it is like a full like robotaxi service or something like that. So yeah, I think it would be really cool again to expand into Austin even more as like a next step, because then you can kind of keep all your other scaling parameters the same. I think you need to scale up vehicles just to keep ride time like ride wait times down. Obviously, the challenge with scaling like that is going to be that you have to have other safety riders. If we're still doing the safety rider thing, you have to hire more safety riders. I don't know how challenging that is. I don't know what type of like criteria they're having for individuals who are safety riders. Because it's probably also a teleoperator on the back end also monitoring that and seeing exactly what the car's doing and or being alerted. I've mentioned this before that if not already, Tesla, like the robotaxi needs like built into the AI a confidence scale. So like if the AI ever goes like below, like let's say for instance like a 80% confidence scale, it automatically flags somebody back in the teleoperations to say, hey, take a look at this vehicle. It's a little bit unsure on what it should do here, and then the teleoperator would kind of just basically remote in and then be ready with its hand on the trigger to either stop the vehicle or give it the command that it's okay to go forward or whatever type of interjection that it may need to do. So, but yeah, that's kind of like a whole other thing. So if they can go and like launch to like another bigger city near to Austin, like Houston or some other Texas city, and then almost make those two cities like grow together, so that way you can transport between the two. I think that'll be super significant. I think just the concept of getting people's minds wrapped around that we can go inner city travel with these vehicles will be like another huge catalyst that really nobody's really talking about. Everybody's talking about like doing like Waymo and going from city to city to city, which I think is very important as well. But highways have been so good for Teslas for so long, and even these companies that are not even good, like your like GM, Audi, whatever, all these companies, they're starting to get lane assists that are actually pretty good on highways, where like you don't have to do a whole heck of a lot, like not lane assist, but actual like what do they call it, like auto cruise control or whatever. So a lot of vehicles are already getting good enough on highways. So my point being is that Tesla's been good at highways for years now. So really going from city to city is not a problem. The issue from going city to city is Austin's mapped out and ready, but like Houston's not mapped out and ready. So, again, it's not really a challenge going from Austin to Houston. It's like I'm in Austin, I get to Houston, and then now I'm basically I can't go into Houston because I don't have like it's not been like maybe mapped out, or it's not been confirmed or validated or anything like that. So yeah, I think it would be a really big move for them. And also too, like another thing that'd be a big move on that is that Tesla is or Waymo is not there yet, right? So since Waymo's not there, it just shows that they're not 100%. They don't have to follow exactly what Waymo's doing. They're not going to be capped out by like after they get to the cities that Waymo's in, they're done, and now they have regulatory hurdles to get over and stuff like that. That'll just kind of showcase that they can go into other cities. They don't have to really rely on what Waymo's already doing in order to be able to expand into new areas, into new cities. Because a lot of people are, debating and a lot of people are debating that, early saying that Tesla's going to kind of follow Waymo because it's an easy path. And I do agree it's an easy path, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to follow Waymo. And I think another big thing that we'll see too is like within a short period of time that because Tesla's like FSD data and then on top of that it's robotaxi data, it's going to actually be able to prove out to regulators like how safe it is way quicker than like a Waymo is, because Waymo only has like its robotaxi service. It doesn't have human drivers using FSD on a daily basis. Like that's one huge advantage that Tesla has over any other vehicle in the world, is like you have vehicles with FSD that people are using every single day, and even the people who are not necessarily using FSD, I still think Tesla's still collecting data from those cars. It's there's a bunch of different data, the vision data, encoder data, like GPS location data, and like kind of being able to confirm those things and run those things through AI models and AI training, so that way like a city like ours, Evansville, Indiana, which will probably be at least a couple of years out from before Robo taxi is here, but um, they're going to go ahead and get the data. So instead of being 5 years out, it's only going to be 2 years out, because they've been collecting data from individuals like myself that own Teslas and use FSD all the time. And again, even if we don't use FSD, they can still be using the vehicle's camera suite and everything like that to collect the data, even if they're not in FSD. You don't have to be in FSD to collect the vision data and collect, all the data of the car, all the data. So that's a huge leverage that they have. This video kind of ran it on a little bit longer than I expected, but yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We have a bunch of other videos related to Tesla and Robotaxi and different predictions and stuff like that. Also, we discuss other things about investment, entrepreneurship. Lead Automation is one of the companies that we own and operate, as well as Elite Properties. And then we have, obviously invest in Tesla and other stocks as well. So stay tuned for those types of things. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.